I want to introduce you to someone who many of you may know already. Keddie is our energy medicine practitioner, Reiki practitioner, and someone who, if you've met Anne, you will love Anne the minute she speaks. So you met her a few weeks back for tree therapy, and that was just a glimpse into Anne and her amazing personality and her Dharma and Greg life. Okay, introduction to Anne and what we will be talking about. Has anybody ever done energy medicine? Have you experienced it? So Anne does in person, but she also does remote, which is fascinating, the stories that I've heard and even my family who's experienced it. So Anne, I'm going to read what you shared with us before. The energies of love are profound and essential to maintaining healthy relationships. For centuries, energy modalities for health and well-being have taught us how to connect and create flow with these frequencies in order to create meaningful and intimate connections with those we love. These tools are easy and simple to understand and implement. Anne is a Reiki master and an Eden energy medicine certified practitioner. From childhood, she has had an innate ability to interact with the energetic field or unified field of energy that is all around us. Being able to combine her unique intuitive guidance with different energy practices has been incredibly rewarding. We love Anne as a key sister for mindset and movement. She runs a private practice and loves teaching her clients the language of energy. And so today we will be exploring energy medicine applied to hormone health and sexology. I can tell you personally, I have experienced energy medicine with Anne for when I was really struggling with adrenal fatigue and total burnout. And then I just loved that experience so much that when I was pregnant, or even before when I was wanting to get pregnant and during pregnancy and then leading into birth, which I was terrified about, I saw Anne and it was just incredible how she helped me through those experiences and made me really excited for all of them. And she texted me the day I went into labor, so she intuitively knew. So Anne, I will move you to speaker view, and we are excited to listen to you teach us about energy medicine.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tara. I am so thrilled to be here with all these wonderful sisters and of course our special brother today. So fun. I'm really looking forward to hearing Stephen speak. So let's just dive into this wonderful world of energy. Some of you have maybe explored with energy medicine, and for some of you it may be brand new. But ultimately what we're doing is we're learning how to connect and communicate with our bodies through energy. Instead of thinking of ourselves as these solid brick and mortar beings, think of yourself not particle, but more in terms of being a wave. You are a vibration. We are just more densely organized energies. And when we learn how to communicate with those energies, magic abounds. We can be in control. We can be in communication with our own health and help direct our energies so that we can enjoy life to its maximum. So what a wonderful way to explore enjoyment than through sex, right? So I think the first place, I'm going to do 3 energy exercises, and they each connect with different energy systems. And the first place I think we need to start is with love. We need to connect with the energy of love, because that is part and parcel of our sexuality and that ability to connect with others and also self-love. So I think intuitively, most people know that we want to connect with the sensation of love. That is at our heart. And I don't know if you can see me, but I'm holding my hands over my heart center. So if we're speaking about the energy centers or the chakras, which a lot of you might be familiar with, the 4th one is our heart chakra, and that is where we connect. When we get the energies flowing in this center, that is how we can extend ourselves, extend the invitation of connection to other people around us. Also, when we open the heart chakra and really get energies flowing in this area, it turns on the hormone of oxytocin, the hormone of bonding, the hormone of connecting. So when you're working with these energy centers or chakras, you are also working very intimately with your endocrine system and specific hormones. So it helps you with every physical, emotional, and spiritually. It's holistic. Chakras are these swirling vortexes of energy. They picture it sort of like a cone with the apex deep inside of you, and it's broadening and coming out away from you, this swirling energy. And our chakras house our stories, and by extending out into our energetic field, they also help with our expression. This is how people know what they're going to get when they interact with us. So by opening heart center, focusing on love, we are extending an invitation to that other person we want to communicate with, to invite them in and to open their heart center as well. So we're going to start with a really easy exercise. In energy medicine, our tools are our hands, which act like magnets within our electromagnetic field. And the other tool we use is our radiant imagination. So let's go ahead and put our hands over our heart center. This is where we're going to connect with that loving vibration, expression of love. And I just want you to close your eyes, and I want you to think of something that gets you to a place of love just like that. For me, it's picturing hugging my baby girl, who is now 12. But there's something so intimate about that. I just think about that, and it takes me immediately to love and opens me wide up. For you might be being in a particular place, a particular time, being with another person. But all of you, I'm sure, have that go-to place that you can conjure up in your mind's eye to get that love energy vibing. So let's just put our hands over our heart center. And I'm going to invite people to take 5 deep breaths while we're holding our hands there. And engage your radiant imagination and draw in that picture that allows you to bring those sensations of love right to the forefront. Allow those sensations of love to bathe every cell in your body. This is a wonderful way to prime your day, to start with that feeling of love and emanate it within your electromagnetic field. Picture that spiral growing out from you, expanding. You can make it any color you want. My go-to color is gold with sparkles, alive, awake, activated. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Wonderful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to expand that opening from our heart down to our second chakra. I hope you guys can see me. The second chakra, the second energy, is above pubic bone but below the belly button. This is where our sexuality is housed. This is where our sensuality is housed. And the second chakra is also where we form connections in relationships with other people. So we want to wake up the second energy center as well. I invite you to put one hand there, bring in color. Let's do another 5, 6 breaths. And with each breath, I want you to expand the spark. Expand that energy center. Give it color, give it texture, give it movement. Tune in and feel. By opening the second energy chakra, You are allowing all the reproductive organs to be produced in harmony and in proper balance and flow. Now that these two energy centers are nice and open, really cool technique is let's make the two talk to each other. We want our heart and our sexuality to connect, to help us. So in the language of energy, energy doesn't necessarily just speak English. Energy communicates in symbology, sound, texture, color. And one of the most effective symbols in energy medicine is the figure 8 or the infinity symbol. And again, we can use our hands as our tools, thinking of them as magnets. And when we do a symbol over our body, you're entraining the underlying energy systems to follow that pattern that you are creating. The pattern of a figure 8 or the pattern of infinity symbol means balance, means flow, means reintegration, means reset. It brings everything together. It's one of the most powerful symbols in energy medicine there is. So let's warm up our magnets. Here's our tools. Never leave home without them. Okay? And we're literally, you can either do this right on the body, or you can bring your hand out 4 to 6 inches above the body. Some of you may really be able to feel that magnetic pull. And we're going to trace a figure 8, the top of the 8 coming across the, I think I need to stand back further, across the heart chakra, the bottom of the 8 coming across the second chakra we communicated with earlier. And let's get our heart and our sensuality connected and flowing. Wake it up. Bring them together. This is our heart, our body, and mind, all working as one. Bring it alive. You can, again, bring in color to your figure 8 if you want. My go-to is always Tinkerbell fairy dust. Sorry, that's what I go to. It's gold and it's sparkly and it's magic. So let's draw our figure 8. See if you can feel the magnetic connection you are creating between these two centers. Okay, I've got 2 more exercises. I know I just want to make sure I squeeze them both in my time. The next one is a wonderful transition to what we've also done. Our root chakra is the first chakra, and this is where your core primal sexual desire resides. Okay, it's amazing. And 3 very important riverways or pathways of energies, spleen, kidney, and liver. These are yin energies. They nourish our body on every level. All 3 of these pathways, they're mapped out in traditional medicine, have to travel from our feet, come up the inside of our thighs, and literally go right through that root chakra. So if root is closed and the flow of these 3 essential meridians can't get through, it can adversely affect menstruation, fertility, and sexuality. So we need this root chakra to be beautifully opened, and we need those 3 energy systems that start in our feet to flow up our body and reach all the way up to our heart. This exercise is called the Vortex Revival. And in this one, we're going to use our hands again, and I really want you to engage with your radiant imagination. In this one, with one hand on heart, the other on second chakra, just below belly button, we're going to picture the most nourishing energy. Again, give it texture, color if you want, coming up from our feet. And picture it swirling around your body in a counterclockwise direction, like a corkscrew, going around your body. And with each breath, I want you to pull that corkscrew up, starting at your feet, so it comes all the way up to your heart. By doing this, you are opening all the main chakras and all the riverways of energy that feed into your sexuality. We'll just do this for a couple of breaths so we can move on to the last exercise. So one hand on heart, one hand on second. closing your eyes and engage with your breath. And with each breath, you imagine pulling that energy up through your feet, counterclockwise spiral, circling your body. With each breath, pull it up higher, bringing all of your sexual organs and hormones alive, bathing it in this beautiful, coherent vibration. So this exercise I often do with any client who's coming into me who's thinking about getting pregnant, wants to conceive, is pregnant, fertility issues, menstrual issues, wants to jazz up libido, vortex revival. And that was so easy. 2 hands and your beautiful imagination. You are literally changing the signature of your sexuality. Last one. Okay, you ready for this? This is this is engaging with something called our radiant circuits. Our radiant circuits are one of the most ancient energy systems known. And they are that. They are radiance. They aren't just happiness, guys. They are joy, bliss, and orgasm. That feeling of warmth and ecstasy you experience during orgasm is the ultimate sensation of your radiant circuits. And there's one that is just the most profound. We're just going to teach you one. And it holds the essence of life within you. So I'm going to show you how to trace it. And then I'm going to have you all stand up and do it with me 2 or 3 times. Okay? Penetrating flow is amazing. It goes deep within us and connects with all the essential parts that we need to be healthy within in our sexual being. We start by rubbing a spot on our back, which is directly opposite of our belly button. This is called the Ming Men point, which is the gate of life. We start by rubbing this point and bringing it alive. Actually, you can do this now where you're sitting with me. This point is so essential to just well-being that if you're ever sitting at your desk for a while and starting to feel deflated and low on vitality, just start rubbing or even tapping that Ming Men point. You'll be amazed at how different you feel in a few minutes. With penetrating flow, it starts at Ming Men point. I travel down my spine to my coccyx, my tailbone. Then I come up and over my hips to my pubic bone, up the front line of my body. I cup my hands, drink it in, and then I go off, eat one arm at a time. I drag my magnet hand down the inside of my arm and off the middle finger. Other side, inside of the arm and off the middle finger. When this portion that we're tracing connects to a meridian called circulation sex, and it governs all of our hormones. So by tracing penetrating flow and then tracing circulation sex meridian, we are engaging the entirety of the picture here. But this alone, this movement, if you ever need it, off third finger, quick fix for balancing hormones. You can do it as many times as you want. There is no wrong in energy medicine. It's meant to be playful and engage you. So can everybody stand up? And we'll do this together a couple of times, okay? So find the spot on your back behind belly button. Deep breath in. Give it a rub. Stimulate Ming Men. Travel down your back to your coccyx. Now drag your hands up and over your hip bone to your pubic bone. Straight up the front line of your body, cup your cheeks. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And now let's go down the right inside of our arm, off right finger. Left inside of the arm, off left middle finger. Give it a shake. One more time. Ready? Rubbing Ming Men. Down to coccyx, over pubic or hips to pubic bone, up the front midline of your body, cupping your face. Take a breath in. Exhale. Tracing off one arm, off middle finger, and the other arm off middle finger. It never hurts to end with your hands at your heart. Okay, guys, you're all turned on and ready to go. I hope you continue to explore the wonderful world of energy, because that's what you are. You are beautiful, beautiful energy. Thank you.
Thanks, Anne. That was so wonderful. Oh my gosh, I think everyone probably agrees with me. They feel so embodied right now. And I think that'll be some great practices for us to be able to come back to later. So thank you so much for that.